That is a ravager cannon. It was popular a while ago. It was first... Oh, I'm not exactly sure when it was first discovered. Didn't really do that much research into it. Basically, it just lets you launch yourself really fast and relatively far. Now, the way it works is the Ravager, if you block it with a shield, it can occasionally get stunned. This stun launches you back a little. However, if you align yourself just right, then you get an absolutely insane launch. Getting this perfectly aligned is extremely difficult. However, when you do, you can effectively teleport. Now the spear does damage, the way it calculates damage, you might think it's just velocity times some random multiplier to do damage, but the truth is a bit stupider than that. Basically, it just looks at how many blocks you traveled in one tick. Now, because there's 20 ticks in a second, it does this really fast, so usually whenever you're like sprinting with a spear, you're going like less than half a block per tick. However, with this thing, you're covering all this distance in 1 or 2 game ticks. And it just does an obscene amount of damage. Like, more than you would think should be possible. I've done a little bit of testing, and I just gave an iron golem a bunch of HP, summon it, do a slash attribute, max health, base, set, let's just do 1,000,000. That's 6 zeros, that's 1,000,000. So let's test it out. Get the Ravager to be stunned. And I fucking, oh, hold up. I completely forgot to repair him. Now, and I missed. I'll just cut this out. And it just did 1,000,000 damage. No, let's go for, say, 1,000,000,000. I just swap this out for that. Yeah, let's just go for 1,000,000,000. You know, healing up. 1,000,000,000 each. And it just did 1,000,000,000 HP, just like that. Oh, surely that's the limit, 1,000,000,000. Actually, no. Oh, let's just hold down the 0 key for a little while. Now just take this, set it to that. Yeah, that right. It's in the E. So, Let's test it out. Stun it. And it still does it. I know there's some fancy command you can do to, like, get the exact amount of damage you're doing. I'm not smart, and I'm too lazy to do research into that. But you gotta admit, this is pretty fucking cool. Unfortunately, because it's just one hit of really strong damage, it doesn't pierce totems. But still, it's just insane. And because you're effectively teleporting there, and you stop exactly at this block, or it's one of these two. You just stop. So if somebody is anywhere within like 4.5 blocks of the path that you're following, they're dead. You just aim in that general direction, get flung, get slightly lucky that you hit them, and they're just gone. It's broken. And I know this is not an optimal design for a Ravager cannon. You can make it much more powerful, but here's my question: what's you're already doing? Like, I don't even know the number for it, but you're doing an insane amount of damage. So I don't see a point in going higher. So yeah, that is the Ravager cannon combined with the spear. I'm not sure if I'm the first one to do it, but if I am, I'm surprised nobody has thought of this. So yeah.